Hey guys, behind me is the lost Tulare Lake. This is the small portion of it, the only thing left out of the big lake that once surround the Central Valley, or what was once the Central Valley. Now we're gonna explore and look for the other missing parts of this lake, and hopefully we find some. Okay, let's go! Tulare Lake, also known as Tachi Lake, was a freshwater lake in California's southern San Joaquin Valley. It was once the largest freshwater lake west of the Mississippi. It has been a vital resource for thousands of years since the Paleolithic era. The Spanish word tular refers to a field of tule rush. Spanish captain Pedro Fages explored the southern San Joaquin Valley in 1773, describing it as a vast plain of lakes and tulares, intersected by the San Francisco River. The Tachi name for the lake, Pashi, means big water, with other variants including Chentashi and Chataki. Before 600,000 years ago, Lake Corcoran covered California's Central Valley. A new outlet formed at San Francisco Bay, draining the lake catastrophically through Carquinez Strait, leaving remnants like Buena Vista, Kern, and Tulare Lakes. The lake was part of a 13,700 square mile basin at the southern end of the San Joaquin Valley, receiving water from the Kern, Tule, Cahuilla, and southern Kings Rivers. Its pre-colonial history started 10,000 years ago. On its shore, the Wheat City has yielded Paleo-Indian artifacts like fluted points, drills, and mineralized bones from animals, such as horses, bison, ground sloths, and mammoths. European-introduced epidemics likely devastated Lake Indians by the 1500. At European contact, 3 Yokuts nations live in the area: the Wawal, Shunut, and Tachi. European exploration of the Tulare Basin began in 1805 with Father Juan Martin, the first European to see the lake after a 3-day journey from the coast. In 1816, Luis Antonio Martinez destroyed the Bubal Rancheria, burning the village, scattering their grain, and smashing their grinding stones. An action criticized for its cruelty by Father Juan Cabot, who was present. Around 1833, an epidemic nearly wiped out the western San Joaquin Valley, with survivors abandoning villages and fleeing to the mountains. Centenarians from the Yokuts confirmed the event, describing mass burials and eventual return to the valley. Skull Island may have been resulted from this epidemic, as bodies were too numerous for proper burial. In 1843, 2 Mexican land grants were claimed in the area, including one near Kings River and another Rancho Laguna de Tachi. John C. Fremont led a U.S. military expedition through Tulare Lake just before the Mexican-American War. U.S. settlers began entering the basin in 1826, with Jedediah Smith being the first to enter the San Joaquin Valley. In 1854, Grizzly Adams hunted on Pelican Island, where elk were abundant. Severe floods in 1861 and 67 killed thousands of cattle, leading to requests for dams on the lake's inflows. In 1858 to 59, settlers began forcibly removing the majority of the Yucat's population from Tulare Lake. From 1875 to 1877, hogs and cattle were transported to Skull Island, and by the late 1870s, the last autonomous indigenous people live on the Tulare Lake archipelago. Yomut accounts describe the settlers introducing cattle, forcing the indigenous people to leave, fearing they will be burned out. After the Civil War, settlers drained surrounding marshes for agriculture. In 1884, Constant Gordon Cumming warned that canals were absorbing Tulare Lake as water was diverted to irrigate wheat fields. That year, Scientific American predicted the lake's utter absorption. Dams were built on the Kaweah, Kern, Kings, and Tule rivers, turning their headwaters into reservoirs, and canals diverted the remaining water for irrigation. By the early 20th century, the lake was nearly dry. Swedish naturalist Gustav Eisen celebrated the desiccation, believing it would reduce malaria and benefit farming. Skull Island, now surrounded by wheat fields, was later raided by grave robbers. Post-1930, Tulare Lake was used as a seaplane base by the Alameda Naval Air Station during World War I and the Cold War, with flying boats landing there when San Francisco Bay conditions were unsafe. The lake bed became a fertile agricultural basin in California's Central Valley, one of the country's most productive regions, producing crops like cotton, tomatoes, almonds, and wheat. After a century of irrigation, soil salination was a concern. The destruction of the wetlands and lake ecosystems led to significant losses in wildlife, including animals, plants, and birds. Yomut, who lived in Tulare Lake, warned that the lake would return. It flooded in 1938 and 1955, leading to the construction of the Terminus, Success, and Pine Flat dams. So we estimate that this is the lake bed of the Tulare Lake. Although usually dry, the lake reappears during floods, earning names like the Phantom Lake or California's Zombie Lake. Efforts by the Tachiyokuts and others aim to restore it for environmental, water storage, and land reclamation purposes. The lake reappeared in 1942, 1969, 1983, 1997, 1998, and 2023. During the 1998 flood, it caused about $100 million in crop damage. Overpumping groundwater has led to sinking ground in Corcoran and increased flood risks, prompting costly levee construction.
It's been crazy.
Chloe, come on.
The latest was in early 2023, where storms caused Tulare Lake to reappear, flooding over 114,000 acres and forcing evacuations in communities like Alfo and Allensworth. Hundreds of farm buildings and homes were flooded. Some floodwaters were diverted to ease farm flooding, while the Kern National Wildlife Refuge received its full water allocation. By February 1, 2024, the water covered only 4,532 acres of farmland. Tulare Lake was a vital freshwater resource, supporting indigenous communities, diverse wildlife, and agriculture in California's Central Valley. Its drying due to water diversion led to habitat loss, ecological disruption, and increase in dust pollution, affecting local air quality and water availability.
Tingnan mo si Yusuf, ang tigas talaga na ulo nga.
Purpose ko nga dito yun.
Meron sa Romania pinapanood si Mom. Yusuf, saan ka pupunta?
As of 2025, there are no plans to restore the lake, and for now, the lake will come and go until Mother Nature permanently claims what is rightfully hers. Hey guys, so that's it for our search for Tulare Lake. Until next time, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye! If you like our videos, please click thumbs up for like.
Hit the bell to subscribe!
Please comment!
And don't forget to share!